rebuilt. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegian renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. 1st and 10 again.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Averill. Nothing but green ahead. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. This guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. give to the back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell there, maybe feeling the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
Oh, look out. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Banks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't find some big plays out.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. 3rd down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes a catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football team, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Arcegin, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T.
All kinds of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 30. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading.
Can anyone catch it? He's at the 30. The 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Save completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Switch teams.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 21,
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Roll down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
Inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep guessing, right? Running up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the corner. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Smashes through. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hines on the move. Finds a man by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Handoff to the lone guy. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They move the tight end all over. Takes the handoff. It's Banks. Powers through the defender. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback checking off. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. The toss to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of you so you can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so we can get more of the south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of defense.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket. They actually keep you in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all day long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Lacey. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They want to throw it. Makes his connection. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. But you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's first and 10. Using his legs, it's Bates. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. Dances away. He's going to take off. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. Crosses the 30. He's going to lay it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in here, got the long touchdown.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 13 over Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lacey. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, he was in the pocket. He was surveying the field. He could just feel the pressure, right? He just knew that the pocket was closing in. So he was able to get outside, and he was able to get a little bit of something, just not enough for the first down.
They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack. dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll try the toss to the left. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that speed.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies. So there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Touch pass on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Banks. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Now rolling to the left. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He's got room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. A run for the quarterback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 35, Notre Dame 28.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the...
And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback down.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. He's got to figure something out. They got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
onto the field. Toss to the outside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Now he's going to break the pocket. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Power football with the run. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnosed and go get it. They saw it and they went, God, they would not run that ball going to the wide side.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Uncorks one to the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground with the back. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Northern Illinois. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense doing work. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down. He's looking on the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Black 24. Black 24.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
Don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Notre Dame, 42.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to find his man on first down. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get in the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback will audible. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the W.
Back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
The Longhorns inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Texas.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Reinhardt. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the toss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Go to the end zone, picked off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts with a short field.
Easy.
He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Oh, he's looking to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.